I'm Dylan Campbell, this is Patrick,
Arr.
and we're here to talk about the year 2004 in film. So, honorable mentions, do you have any?
Actually, I don't. I do not. Although there were good films of this year, but I just don't remember the names of them.
Alright, so I'll list some. I don't know if this is on your list or honorable mentions, but Eurotrip, I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good. Harry Potter 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, really good movie. The first of the starting of good Harry Potter movies that weren't just for children. This one was like, no, everyone can like this. This is cool.
Yeah, this was dangerous.
Without a Paddle, very funny. Ray, really good drama. Butterfly Effect, Ashton Kutcher's actually likable, so hey, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Miracle, the hockey movie with Kurt Russell from the director of Warrior. Haven't seen it, but you know, just that credentials alone say, yeah, gotta mention it. Secret Window with Johnny Depp, I like it. It's not exactly the best, somewhat mediocre, but I like it. It's a good thriller. Johnny Depp's likable. Hellboy, really good comic book movie with Ron Perlman. I, Robot, really good sci-fi movie with Will Smith. $1 Million Baby in the Terminal. Have not seen $1 Million Baby. Have seen The Terminal. I like The Terminal. It's good. The Punisher with Tom Jane and John Travolta. Underrated. I like it. That's the best Punisher movie because what do you have other than that? An 80s one with Dolph Lundgren and the one where they're shooting bazookas at parkour guys and all that crazy shit. I mean,
didn't make sense.
Not much. And then Starsky and Hutch. Really good movie. Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller. And Snoop Dogg as Huggy Bear. No one puts hands on Huggy Bear. Alright, number 10. The SpongeBob Squarepants movie. I love the show. I thought the movie's really good. It has the whole humor of the show, but yet it can expand it to a really big long episode. It was pretty epic too, I'll say.
I wanna rock.
Alright, number 9. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. With Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. Also with Mark Ruffalo, The Hobbit. What's his actual name? Frodo Baggins. What's his name?
I have no clue.
I'm blanking on your name, man. He's gonna be pissed if he ever watches this. And who else was in it? Tom Wilkinson and Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, good cast. It was directed very well. I'm blanking on the director also, but he's a good director. Oh no, Michel Gondry, the director of The Green Hornet, that movie. But yeah, it was well directed. It's a very high concept idea. I can't talk about much, but like Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet dated and all, it's cool. But then it gets into like you can erase people from your mind, and she erased him, and then he erased her. But then during it, he's reflecting on all the good memories they had together, and then he's losing them and stuff. It's very high concept, very good movie. Really like it. My number 8. It's a tie between White Chicks and 50 First Dates. White Chicks, you know, the Wayans Brothers Scary Movie 1, they were good in. Besides that, I can't think of much. Little Man was whatever, but I like White Chicks. That, in my house, White Chicks is almost like the Holy Grail. It's like, we really like it. That's a good comedy. White Chicks is funny. I like it. Terry Crews, I mean, that guy's crazy. Once you go black, you're gonna need a wheelchair. And then 50 First Dates, that's another one. That is a really good romantic comedy in my opinion. I really like it. Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, when they make movies together, they make good movies. They have good chemistry. They're very likable. And Rob Schneider was funny as the frickin' one-eyed Hawaiian guy. It's funny. I like it. Very good romance and all.
It wasn't one of Adam Sandler's more stupid comedies.
It was literally the last great Adam Sandler movie before.
Yeah.
Before it all disappeared. My number 7. Dodgeball and Shaun of the Dead. Another tie, but it's comedies again, and these two are just slightly superior. I like Shaun of the Dead. I think it's funny. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost work really well together, as long as they're directed by Edgar Wright, because Paul, they're together, but not the same director, and the movie didn't have the same feeling. But this, as a horror comedy, I love horror comedies, and this one's just really good. It's somewhat spoofing the zombie genre, while at the same time paying homage. It's very funny. I like it. And then Dodgeball. Oh my god, Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn. It's a classic movie, I would say. I mean, all the good lines. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Like, all those lines. I know what I thought, you thought, I thought, who I was once. What? Yes. Like, there's a lot of good lines. I can't even remember them all. I just love it though. It's really good. Good movie. Yeah. My number 6, Layer Cake. Daniel Craig, and my favorite mob movie of all time, I would say. It's up there in the top. I mean, there's like Snatch, Lock, Stock, Casino, Goodfellas, Layer Cake. Like, really good mob movie. British. I love British mob movies. It's really good. Soundtrack's killer, too. The soundtrack's awesome. You got, what's his name running around in the movie? Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's in there. So, yeah, there's another plus. You're number 5, Patrick.
Soul Plane. Snoop Dogg is a pot-smoking pilot who basically, well actually not even basically, actually flies a plane with, a purple plane with hydraulics, fucking basically, it's just a giant party plane. It's fucking crazy. Just, I don't remember the ending, but I remember towards the ending he started taking mushrooms and shit and tripping out. I was laughing my ass off. And you have to watch this. It's like, dude, Snoop Dogg, pilot plus weed.
That's on the poster. It's just Soul Plane. Snoop Dogg, weed, pilot. Go see that.
Weed, Colorado, 2013.
Alright, my number 5, Harold and Kumar, another pro-weed film. Cal Penn and John Cho. The Indian guy from Van Wilder, the Asian guy from American Pie, the MILF guy. But yeah, they're really funny. I'm happy. The writers, John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, when they're writing this, they wrote 2 comedies around the same time. One was more your generic, white guy comedy, like American Pie, but like not as good. Like one of those types. And they wrote Harold and Kumar. Harold and Kumar's fantastic. It's, instead of generic white guys, let's get a funny Indian guy and a funny Asian man, and let's get them high, and now they want White Castle, and they go on one of the most epic journeys. Fuck Lord of the Rings. This is an epic journey.
Yeah.
Fuck your Hobbit. This is the epic journey. The shit they go through to get some White Castle. Oh my god.
They gotta cheetah high and ride it.
It's a very original comedy. I really like it. Neil Patrick Harris. Good lord. That guy's awesome. I love this movie. It's so funny. You're number 4.
My number 4? Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's not a over-the-top superhero like...
it's not. Like Punisher Warzone.
Yeah, like Punisher Warzone. And it ain't like... He doesn't have any awesome powers or nothing. He's just kicking asses, taking names, and handing out fucking bubblegum everywhere he goes.
And, a fight scene with the Punisher and Kevin Nash in a little sailor suit and bleach blonde hair is not the worst thing in the world. The only gripe is they should have took that, and, the Kevin Nash fight scene was funny. What would make it even better? Switch Kevin Nash out with Dolph Lundgren. That would have made it meta in a Tarantino way. But, the movie, I like it. John Travolta is this kind of wimpy villain that's not really wanting to be a villain, but he's put in a circumstance. Okay, friggin' Punisher torturing a guy with a popsicle stick.
Hilarious.
How does that not go down as, like, infamous torture? It's like, well, there's, like, Hostel, and then there's a popsicle. My number 4, Collateral. Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx give great performances in this Michael Mann film. Just Jamie Foxx. Yeah, I'm driving taxi, picks up Tom Cruise. Hey, I need you to make a couple stops. Then he eventually finds out, I'm making stops because these are all the places where he's going to go kill people. And now I have to go along with it or he's going to kill me. And it's fantastic. The directing style was neat. The whole handheld thing, just all on handheld digital camera. Cool lens to it, makes it doesn't look overproduced and all that shit. It's very gritty, raw. It's just, it's good. And you got Mark Ruffalo walking around with a mustache and slick back hair. No problems with that at all. You're number 3.
Van Helsing. Hugh Jackman. I believe.
Yeah. I mean, he got bored of doing X-Men because he had the 2 X-Men movies. Hey, I want to try something else out.
Yeah, so give me a repeating crossbow, a hat, and an overcoat. I'm going to do good.
I will say Hugh Jackman works best when he is Wolverine, but Real Steel, Van Helsing, not terrible movies. I don't remember much about Van Helsing. I think I like it. I don't know.
It was basically him hunting a whole bunch of vampires with a repeating crossbow and a stupid mom.
It's like Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, but switch out Jeremy Renner and the hot chick with Hugh Jackman.
And don't give him as much explosives and guns.
Yeah.
Just a machine gun crossbow, which I thought was epic.
I bet.
I mean, come on. That's better than a silenced machine gun.
And my number 3 is The Incredibles. Pixar movie. I've already laid down the groundwork on what a Pixar movie is, but you know, the superheroes, basically the Fantastic Four, almost in a way done Pixar style, works really well. It's very funny. But that's the one Pixar movie that they don't want to give us a sequel to. It's like, you're gonna fucking give us a sequel to Cars 2, make a 4th Toy Story movie, which is unnecessary, but you won't give us frickin' Incredibles 2? Come on.
I know.
I want it because the movie is fantastic.
But then again, where would they go with that? I mean, they did the after stories of everybody, where it's like they're all older and shit.
I mean, they could either do the story of them battling the Underminer, which they don't need to because I played the video game. It's not very cool where that story goes, but they could make something because it's a sequel people want, regardless of what it is. Because I'm sure if they thought about it, they could probably write a good sequel. I don't think they need it, but when I think about it, I get excited. Like, yeah, that would be good. All right, your number 2.
The Alamo. Have to love this movie just because it's a historical movie and it's got Mexicans. You don't see many historical movies with Mexicans. And how many Mexicans? Millions.
I have not seen it, but you know, Billy Bob, should probably check it out.
Yeah.
And it's got Mexicans.
Taco Bell? No more. Give me a gun.
My number 2, Troy. Brad Pitt. This is a star vehicle destined for him. You got Eric Bana in there. You got Orlando Bloom. You got Diane Kruger, looking really attractive, I must say. She's pretty hot in this. I mean, I knew her from Inglourious Basterds. Like, yeah, she's pretty. But then I saw this, I'm like, damn, she's actually pretty hot. And then it's just freaking Brad Pitt going out there, like, jumping in the air, slow motion, stab you in the throat.
Yeah.
And then you get Eric Bana doing all this crazy stuff. The battle scenes in this are, oh my god,
and then
epic
it's
and
like
violent.
The beginning battle scene.
Oh
my
yes.
god. It's like, fastest boat ever. Land. 30 people jump out at once. 10 of them die, and the 20 of them make it onto the beach.
It's basically the beach in Normandy from Saving Private Ryan put in the olden times. Just give me a spear and a shield, and I'm going to do Saving Private Ryan even more badass.
Yeah.
It's good. The action, this is amazing. Story, following it, easy enough. It's not a very complex story. It drags on slightly too long for me, but you know, I really enjoy it. You got Brian Cox as that horrible villain, and I don't mean horrible as in badly written. I mean as an evil villain I don't like. It's really good, the acting and all. Writing, not the best, goes on a little too long, but I still really enjoy it. And there's a lot of midgets running around.
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
You're number 1.
Troy!
Anything else you can add?
Not really, we kind of covered it all.
Brad Pitt in long hair.
Yep.
Okay, my number 1. Spider-Man 2. I really like this one. I liked the first movie a wee bit better than this because Mary Jane, her hair, the red of her hair in the first movie is better because that's literally what matters to me in movies. Is like her hair's not as red. I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
But you know, frickin' everything about this movie went bigger and better. Also, which is pretty true. I mean, the villain Doc Ock's better than Green Goblin. The story is much cooler. You get over the origin, so now you just get Spider-Man to be badass and all. Very good movie. Iconic. Before Batman, before the Nolan Batmans, this was the best superhero movie for a reason. So that was the year 2004. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, whatever. And thanks for watching. See you guys later.